Hi friends, welcome back to Rustic and Lace DIY. Today I'm participating in the What Would You Make challenge. This is one of my favorites. I'll let you know more about that in a few minutes. But first, if you're new here, welcome. My name is Brenda and I am so happy you stopped by today. If you're returning, I am so happy you're here as well. So with all that being said, let's get to crafting. Okay, here's DIY number 1. So for this DIY, I am going to use some of these wood planks. I think there's 6 of them here from Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to use some 1-gallon paint stir sticks. One of these plaques, wood plaques from Dollar Tree as well. And then a whole bunch of decals from my Cricut, and then my Waverly chalk paint in the color Lagoon. So I started off by taking my chalk paint and painting all those wood pieces, including the 1-gallon paint stir sticks. Then once they were all dry, I am taking my decals and I am starting to add them onto my signs. Now, if you don't have a pool, you could easily do this as backyard rules or patio rules. Man, I can't talk. Patio, there was another one I was thinking. But anyways, you could definitely make this your own by creating your own little rules. You could say stuff like relax, enjoy, whatever it is that fits your lifestyle. But I made this sign last year. And if you've seen my recent video where I made my towel hanger, I explained that last year I made that towel hanger and a pool rule sign. That's kind of hard to say. But I used the Dollar Tree MDF boards, and with the wind here and the way we had it hung and stuff, it just tore them to shreds. So I am remaking this, trying a different way, and I decided to go ahead and use wood. So that's why I'm trying these wood pieces, and then we're going to connect it to the house in a different way. But once those were all added, I took my Waverly varnish and I covered all of them front and back to help protect it when it's outside. And then I took my paint stir sticks, I laid them down on the table, and then I spent over an hour, you guys, measuring, making sure that all of these sticks were on there evenly spaced. And yeah, it was crazy. So anyways, once I got them all where I wanted, I'm just marking them with my pencil here because I wanted to have a reference point of where I'm going to put the glue. And so I'm just making marks along the gallon paint stir sticks that are on the bottom, and then on the side of each of the strips there, just so I know exactly where I had it laid. After that, I'm going to take this Gorilla Glue and I'm going to put it on to the stir sticks there, as you see. And then what you do is you cover your other piece with water where they're going to be attached. So I sprayed it, and here I'm just putting it where it goes. And then I just do that on each one of those sticks. You just put the glue down and then spray the other item with water and then hold it down. Now, once I got this all done, got all these done, I did put a whole bunch of heavy stuff on it, like my paints. That's all I could find were my Waverly paints. So I just put a whole bunch of paints on there and just kind of added some stuff that had some weight. And then I let this sit overnight. The next morning I came in and I took a few of these little gallon stir stick pieces and I'm painting them with that pool. I thought after I took off all the bottles of paint and stuff, I wanted some extra support where the 2 paint stir sticks met on the back here. So that's why I painted those. Then once they were dry, I'm going to use super glue And I'm just going to put some super glue right there on those paint stir sticks. And then I'm going to use my accelerant. This accelerant just accelerates the curing time, I guess you could say. So I'm just spraying it onto that stick and then adhering it. It takes about 7 to 10 seconds and then it's adhered. And then I'm going to do that to the other side as well. Now, if you see all those little yellow spots, that is the actual Gorilla Glue. That's what happens. It expands, and I must have put way too much glue. But there it is. I think it's really cute. We haven't hung it up outside yet just because it's super hot right now and my husband doesn't want to do it. And it looks like that one stick's a little crooked. Oh my goodness. Anyways, so here is today's challenge. It is the What Would You Make challenge. It is hosted every month by Zana with OK at Home and Connie with Connie's Creative Creations. This month's guest host is Ellie from DIY from House to Home. And of course, you can tell by the title, its theme is wood. Everything we make is wood. So make sure you check out their channels, check out the playlist. I will have links to all of them in my description box below. Here's DIY number 2. So for this DIY, I am going to take some more stir sticks, 1 gallon paint stir sticks. I think I use 5 of them. And then I'm going to take some pieces from 5 gallon and 1 gallon stir sticks. I don't use those zip ties. I'm going to use this really big thermometer I got from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use 3 of these wood planks, but one of them I cut in half, and so I have those 2 pieces there. And then I'm going to use some of these fence post wood stakes that I have. And I think I had 6, 7, 2, 4, 6, 7, I think 7. And then my Lagoon. So I'm going to start off by taking the gallon paint stir sticks and I'm lining them up. And I'm lining them up opposite of each other. I don't know if that makes sense. But like the top on one end, the bottom on the next, that kind of a thing. Those holes there, I wanted those holes there so that if I'm hoping to put some real flowers in this, but then that lets the water drain out. But I may not put real flowers because I'm horrible with flowers. The flowers I just planted in my cute little planters are already dying because I'm so bad. Anyways, I'm using some Fix-All glue and hot glue. And I'm using these handles from the stir sticks. I'm using the 5 gallon ones on the ends to act I wanted the 5 gallons because they're a little thicker and that kind of acts as feet. And then the 1 gallon stir sticks here I'm using just to help keep those paint stir sticks all adhered together. And I'm just, as you see, using my Fix-All glue and hot glue. And then once I have that all glued together, I am going to turn it over and I'm going to do the same thing with these wood planks to create a box. I'm just using the Fix-All glue and my hot glue, and I am not going to show you all of it because it was out of frame, most of it. So here I'm doing the same thing, but on the end pieces, I just put a little bit running down the sides of the Fix-All glue and the hot glue, and then the one on the bottom. So that way it adheres to the sides or the front and back. So then after that, I let it sit for a little bit to cure. And then I took these fence post pieces and I'm marking them. I cut 2 down to, I think, 14 inches and another 2 to 16 inches. But I think I cut them too short, so you'll see in a little bit how I layered them. But I'm just here marked where my cutting point will be, and I'm taping them together with painter's tape, and then I took them out to my shed and cut them with my miter saw, and then I sanded them down, and then I laid them all out. And if you can see that one piece is a little longer, that's because I just didn't like the way it looks, so I kind of moved them up some, but that's okay. So here I'm just adhering them with the 1 gallon stir sticks with Fix-All glue and hot glue. If you're new here, welcome. I am so glad to have you today. My name is Brenda, if you didn't catch that at the beginning. And if you like home decor on a budget, holiday decor, thrift flips, gift ideas, and I'd invite you to hit that red subscribe button and become part of our YouTube family. And then let me know in the comment box that you're new here. I love to get to know you. And then make sure all of you guys, if you like today's video, you hit that thumbs up and comment, because like I've said a million times before, it helps my channel grow and I really do appreciate it. And if you're new too, if you want to hit that notification bell, that way you'll be notified whenever I upload a video, which is usually on Mondays at 5 Central, and then some other times during the week depending on the challenges I'm participating in. So after I had those all done, I took my Lagoon and I painted the box and the backing. Once they were all dry, I took E6000 here, and I'm just going over each one of those sticks. Now what I did was I put that up to the back of the box and marked where I needed to put the glue at, or how high to go up with the glue. And so I'm just doing some E6000 here, and then I'm going to add some hot glue just because I wanted to have the permanent and hold and the immediate hold there. And then I am just attaching that to the bottom of the box. So it doesn't matter that the back isn't even, because you're not going to see it. So then I just took some super glue gel and I am going all around that thermometer. I was going to try and do it with a zip tie, but I didn't want to make a hole through my post, and so I just decided to go ahead with the super glue. So I'm just going all the way around this thing, and then I'm going to adhere that to the fence pieces there, and then I just let that sit for a little while, and then I just filled it up with some fake flowers and greenery for now until I get it with real flowers, if I do. Anyways, let me know in the comment box below what you think of this. Okay, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can find the links to my social media accounts as well as other accounts I'm affiliated with in my link tree in the description box below. And it is time for a celebration of your recreations. And Opal Jean is at it again. She's made a cute little patriotic display. Thank you so much, Opal Jean. You did a great job. If you have any creations or recreations that you would like me to showcase, just send me a picture through my email, which is in the description box, or through Instagram or Facebook Messenger. Here's DIY number 3. So for this DIY, I'm going to use this little crate from Dollar Tree. Some of this pool noodle here from Dollar Tree, this little solar light from Dollar Tree, my Lagoon paint, and then I end up not using these succulents. They ended up being too big and just didn't look right, so I changed them out. But I'm going to start off by taking that hanger off of that little crate, and then I'm going to paint it with my Lagoon. And this one I think came out really cute, but there's a few things that I would do differently. I'll let you know that in a moment, but after I get this all painted, I decided I wanted to have some height to it. So I got one of these little candlesticks that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I painted that as well. And then once they're dry, I took some hot glue and some super glue on the bottom of this light, and I'm going to glue it to the inside of that crate. Now, what I wish I would have done instead was put a thick piece of like floral foam inside of that crate, and then took that long piece off of that light, because it's a little top heavy and I have to be very careful that doesn't tip over. So here I'm just using some super glue and hot glue and I'm attaching those two. So if you were to do this, I would suggest to do what I had just said, because you don't want it to tip over. But here's some succulents from Walmart that I added to it, and I do really think it's cute. I'm a little afraid to put it outside because it is so top heavy, but I love it and it's a great idea. So if you want to make it, I would suggest doing something so it's not so high, the lamp. the light part. Anyways, oh my goodness, here's my final reveal, you guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comment box which was your favorite, and if you're new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button before you go. And with all that being said, you guys, don't forget to check out everyone's videos and the playlist, and I will be back. I'm not sure if I'll be back tomorrow, but I know I'll be back for sure, I believe, on Thursday. So have those notification bells set. So with all that being said, I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.